And hello, this is Mike Lodge. I'm glad that you joined me once again. Today, I wanted to talk about, and I think we all have to do this if we own small businesses. We have to think about being proactive in our managing our risk or risks in our small business or medium sized business or even large business. I read a really good article this morning in Inc. magazine, and it was about monitoring our corporate identity theft. Now, you might not have thought about that because we're always thinking about individual identity theft, but there is corporate identity theft. And there are really four issues that we need to be looking at small businesses. We have to become very proactive. One of them is let me just state this also, is that taking time to understand these risks is very important. If you don't look at your security risks of your company on a daily basis, you're opening yourself up to an issue, an incident that might happen. So let's look at some of these security risks that I'm going to read down below because I made notes this morning, okay? One of them is biometrics. A Japanese study found that hackers can lift fingerprints from photos taken up to 10 feet away. Now think about that. You're at your desk, you have emails there, you have contracts there, you have banking information. Somebody takes a picture at your desk. People can zoom in on that and they can pull information off of what is on your desk or might be sitting on somebody else's desk. Biometrics. That is one of the things that we need to be looking at. What do we have on our desk, and whatever photo is put out on the internet or whatever photo that you're posting on Facebook, make sure that no one can see it. So let's look at this just a little bit more. So a Japanese study found that hackers can lift fingerprints from photos taken up to 10 feet away, giving thieves all they need to steal your identity. And it's not just fingerprints that hackers are going after. Apple's Face ID was touted as secure and private, but a 10-year-old in New York recently found that thanks to facial similarities, he could gain access to his mom's phone. So his discovery leaves the door open to threat bad actors to not only potentially read text or transfer personal funds, but expose sensitive company information stored on your phone. So, come on, guys, we have to be very proactive in this issue because we don't want things taken from us. Now, the other thing is called Bitcoin. Now, some of you think, oh, that's a great investment, but it's also being used to hold people hostage. Sometimes they will load things. People will send you an email, and inside that email is sneaky, dirty, corrupt a program that goes in there and just reaps everything from your computer. Or what they'll do is they'll freeze your computer and hold you hostage. Pay us $300 in Bitcoin, and then we'll release your system. Sneaky people, so you have to monitor that. That's why you always have to tell your employees, do not open email that you do not recognize. Delete it immediately. Do not open it. And then text. Now, we love texting. Everybody texts everything. They never talk anymore on the phone, they text it. So let's read a little bit about what happens on these texts. Hackers know the word is out on phishing. They've also come up with SMISH, and SMISH is SMS phishing. The term refers to Trojan horses text messages hackers will send to your phone. That's why you just delete it. If you don't recognize the text, delete it. When links or attachments inside the messages are open, identity stealing software can proceed to wreak havoc, recording passwords, fingerprints, and financial data that you may have stored on your phone. We have to be vigilant, people. We need to know exactly what we're doing because we have to protect what we have. And if we don't protect what we have, we're stupid. That's why we need to spend at least half hour a day just looking at various issues that could affect our security, our company's security, our data that we work so hard to gather, our financial information, our financial statements, our banking information. I tell you, it's a dirty world out there, and we have to live with it. And we have to clean it up ourselves on our end. Then there is Wi-Fi. And this has to do with Wi-Fi routers. So Wi-Fi routers are still posing problems too. Recently, Santa Cruz couple began hacking into their neighbors' wireless internet routers. Over the next 8 months, they created fake accounts and stole around $15,000 from more than 24 acquaintances before neighbors pooled information and caught the couple. Hacking Wi-Fi is a criminal offense. Is your router secure? Are the back end and the front end protecting you in your data? So the problem with many of these hacks is that you don't know how much information was exposed until it's too late. So we have to be a little smart, don't we? We have to protect our data. I tell you, in the tax industry, we are monitored by the Internal Revenue Service, but we're also monitored by the Federal Trade Commission because we are under the Bankers Act of the Federal Trade Commission laws. And we are to protect our data, our client data, just as banks do, because we're under that classification. Now, a lot of tax practitioners out there are not doing that. Your data is probably sitting there wide open on their personal computers. If that's one of the questions you need to ask your tax practitioner. Do you have a program in place to protect my tax data or my accounting data? Because they are under that law. And there are very strict regulations that monitor tax client data. The big firms are doing it. Our firm is doing it. But there are a lot of other companies that are operating out of their houses or they're operating out of a small business that are not doing it. So let's be proactive out there. I'm proactive. I'm looking at it all the time. My staff are looking at it all the time. You have to be on the issue all the time. And if you're not, you open up to an incident. This is Mike Lodge. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. If you have any questions, send me an email at mlodge@lodge-co.com, and I'll answer any question that you may have. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.